Good, Mum.
Supposed to be protecting me by not doing this.
Hi everyone and welcome to TNTV Reactions. Today we're continuing with episode 5 of The Patient. Now I really enjoyed this show. It's really dark, really grim. So much so that I actually decided to take a break from it after episode 4 and do Wednesday, which was a bucket of rainbows and sunshine by comparison. So far, this show it's just really, really good. Steve Carell is amazing in a serious role. Domhnall Gleeson as the serial killer. I don't know the name of the actress, but the mother is played by a really good actress as well. So far, the story's been gripping. Being trapped in the basement, having to do therapy on this rather dysfunctional family. I don't have a lot of details on the last episode. I think I most of the time sat staring at the screen in horror, so I don't think my last reaction was up to much. I'm hoping there's more happening in this one and that we can have a lot more to talk about afterwards. I really hope you enjoy this one as much as I do. Please, if you do, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're going to try and get through one of these a week until we're done. I think there's 6 more left and then it's done. Alongside this one, we're also going to be doing Star Trek, the original series, because I used to love The Next Generation. I loved Voyager, the beginning of Discovery. I quite enjoyed the first season of Picard, but I never actually watched the original series, and I thought it'd be really great to go back over those with you. Please let me know if that's something you're interested in the comments. I don't have a lot else to say in this intro, so I think we should just jump right in. He was supposed to be visiting his ex-wife or something, wasn't he? Into the last one.
Sam, this is a surprise.
I'm in therapy, and my therapist said that I should come and talk to you.
You're already there.
Needed. This show always gets the hair on the back of my neck standing up. There's something really visceral about it.
How's Tara doing?
She just turned 12 last month. Her reading's getting better. It turns out she's pretty fast. She likes running races against the boys. I actually have another one now too. Muntaha.
Wow.
Do you want to see a picture?
Sure.
Yeah. She's adopted someone in India, I'd say.
She's cute.
Bangladesh, maybe?
She also likes Anspat and Fuchka.
I know some people who do that kind of thing really make a bond with them. It's really nice.
Your hands are free, right? Yeah?
For now.
Meetings with him?
Appointments, sessions. That's weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't really have a choice.
Yeah, it's weird.
I want you to convince him to bring me in. Make up some good therapy reason. And once I'm there, you jump in.
And I'll, throw my body on.
I like his spirit, but I think that's not going to go as well as he might hope.
Twice. Raleigh and Chicago. Chicago.
If you didn't know, you'd like him because he's this little understated guy he seems nice.
What does your therapist want you to talk to me about?
I don't know, he just said I should come talk to you. So.
That involves talking.
You never picked up your lazy boy. Do you still want it?
Okay, just try and get it.
That's what she said.
1, 2, 3. No. Okay.
No.
It's really awkward.
You gave me a message for your family, but you may be the one who gets out of here, so I'd like to give you a message for mine too.
This is the sort of thing that always gets me upset.
Tell my daughter, Shoshana, that I love her, and that I treasured our life together, and that I want her to find a way to move on. Ezra, my son, tell him I loved him very much, and that his mother loved him too.
I don't know what I'd say. I hope I'd be a bit more erudite than my normal self, but I don't think I would. Here we go.
He's back.
Something about him makes me itchy. I can't explain it. It makes me
I
itchy.
got my chair back.
So you saw her.
Yeah.
What did you talk about?
She's got these kids who we adopted in Bangladesh. We adopted
It's
them from this
Bangladesh.
organization. I mean, we adopted one of them.
These kids of Mary's and yours, when they grow up, I bet you want them to be responsible for the things they do in life. It has to be hard in Bangladesh.
Just imagine me beating the shit out of those kids. Like, punching them, hitting them like they're worthless pieces of shit. How can anybody? Yeah, I'm gonna do this now.
Wait, Sam! No.
Sam, stop!
Mom, go back upstairs.
No! You listen to me. Stop right now.
Good,
You
Mum.
are supposed to be protecting me by not doing this. Get back here!
What?
Go to your room.
Right now.
I agree.
I don't want to.
Sam, you need your good night's sleep. You know, sometimes you feel better after that.
Bloody hell. I agree with him. Really no good outcome to this from this point on, is there? Come on, Sam, stay in bed. They've either aged him up really well or aged him down really well here, and I can't work out which.
Here, come sit with me.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Why don't we play one of your favorite songs then? I got that Shabbat feeling up in my head.
Come on, Sam.
Come, sit down.
I think he thought he'd be in charge of this process, and he's learning that he's not. I'm not sure how well that's going to end up for everybody else, but...
You told me that you get very angry with people who treat you rudely. That everyone you hurt somehow deserves what happens to them. And I'm starting to think that that's not actually what's going on, Sam. So, really, Sam, you are just looking for people who will serve as an excuse for you to act out those feelings. And the people
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think it's almost random. If you run into someone when you were in that state of mind, I think you will find a way to be offended by them.
You're wrong.
I've heard that before.
They didn't do anything to provoke your attacks, any more than you did to provoke your father. He was just a violent, out-of-control abuser. You weren't responsible. You were just a little boy. Elias Petraki in there. He didn't do anything to deserve this either. He's just a guy who cooks, manages a Greek restaurant, makes food that you like.
He looked at me like I was this son of a bitch. You know, it doesn't matter.
Damn.
He's
I want you to bring Elias out here so the three of us can talk.
What would the point of that be?
You seem to think that he is such a horrible person that he doesn't deserve to live. Let's see. There's more to it.
I don't want
I keep just looking at the camera, and I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just, I'm sort of lost for words at this point.
These aren't his therapy sessions. These are my therapy sessions.
I'm not suggesting that we do this for him. This is your therapy.
I really hope they don't do something stupid. But we've got 5 episodes to go.
I've gotten to know Elias some. And I think he's a good young man. And I think if you get to know him, you will feel differently about him. Do you think that you could tell him a little bit about yourself? I know how hard this is given the circumstances, but
Yeah, no kidding, right?
do your best.
With my parents, they came from Greece, all that way. They had a dream to. What should I okay. So I had this idea to combine udon noodles.
No.
Shit. Well, I can't show this on YouTube. Jesus. Yeah. I don't know what he expected to happen. The guy's a serial killer. Trophies. I should have thought it might be his father's head. What's in the box? What do you do? What do you say? And of course that's it. Okay, let's talk about it. Start. I make that noise, I think, at the beginning of every one of my outros for The Patient. It is so good. But I hate it. But I love it, but I hate it. The ending of that one was particularly brutal. I don't know how much of that I can include in my reaction that's just gone. So, yeah, he killed him. Didn't expect him to kill him. Not in episode 5. I expected that to happen later, or for them, their little plan to work, although I never really expected their plan to work. I didn't expect any of that to happen in this episode. I thought that would be a thing that built just to a crescendo in episode 9 or something. Yeah, the mother seemed like she was making an effort and then hid, which I sort of understand. But I think even if it was my kid, the unlikelihood with my kid, but well, you never know, I suppose. But even if it was my kid, once you start getting up into double-digit killings, it's time to shop them in. It's just game over at that point. It's handled really, really well. I love how she came down and intervened the first time. And it makes you really disappointed and upset with her the second time. It was a really clever play on the emotions of that piece, and I really like that. Steve Carell keeps surprising me. He can play this part really well. There's no humour in it at all. And he can do it. I'm surprised this didn't win more things. Because I think the acting, the pacing, it's a bit slow, but I think that's necessary for the type of thriller it is. I think it's all really good, and I just really want it to be over. But it's not, and I've got 4 or 5 more of these left. 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more episodes left after this one. Which I'm going to crawl over broken glass to get finished, but I can't promise I'm going to enjoy it all the way, given my experience up to this point. But please, if you did watch this series, let me know what you think. I really hope you did, so you can feed me back on things I might have missed while I was crying and rocking backwards and forwards. Yeah, please leave a like on this video if you can. I really appreciate it, and it really does help the channel out. Same as leaving a comment. It just tells YouTube that people like talking to us, and that gets us recommended in places, which is really useful. And and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this. If you like seeing me punished and tortured like this, please do subscribe and you'll get notified every time I upload a new one. I don't have any more to say, so I'll leave it there. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.